Just waiting on Jay and Tim to show up. But until then, what's going on with you? Go ahead, sound off if you're here. I know you guys are probably just now getting the notifications. Let me know what's up. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it up on my end. I always like to pull it up on my side so I can see exactly when it goes live. Because it's still not. It's what's up, Grant? Hello, sir. Yep. How are you guys? Yeah, sorry if I'm live right now, then cool. But yeah. So Grant's here. What's up, Les? Hello, hello. Oh, there we go. Now it's popping up on mine. What's going on, Grant? Les? Hello, sirs. Yeah, I don't know if it got it at the start of it, but yeah, so I'm not being weird and just sitting off to the side, just waiting for Jay and Tim to show up. What's up, Empty? Got Austin, Radio Made Easy. Joey, happy 4th. Happy 4th to you as well. Sam, hello. Dale, Gary. Dude, I got to give you a compliment, Sam, because we're going to talk a little bit about it today. That's why we're waiting on Jay and Tim. But yeah, dude, you were handling those comments in there very well. I appreciate everybody going to bat for us. You know, some people got a little heated, and that's fine. I was getting heated too, especially those first few days. But but anyway, yeah, I appreciate everybody jumping in there, trying to teach some people, you know, to be open-minded and all that good stuff. But yeah, Dylan Mansell says, "Hello, Joey. Did you know everyone is wrong about everything?" Yeah, I've been learning that the past few days. Hell, the short that we put out today, where we were responding to the short that Craig put out over at Shivworks. But yeah, so I mean, I already got some people chiming in on there. It's fine, you know, drives up engagement, gives us a higher reach count whenever we do our media meeting at the end of the week. Episode 69 of the Tim and Jay show. Yeah, dude, just waiting on it. Yeah, hopefully, Joey, Jay, and Tim going to be a hell of a show. Yeah, if they show up. Jay's here. He's working on something though. I heard the grinder going whenever like the tool, not the app. I heard that going whenever I pulled in today, before the stream, and then I heard a spray can rattling a little bit. So I don't know what he's doing back there, but I assume that he probably should have filled out some paperwork. I lost count of how many times. Yeah, Grant, you were another one in there chiming in. Reminded people to keep an open mind and maybe take the class before they made up their mind. Dude. Yeah, dude. I don't get it. It's one of those things that like I don't want to steal it from Jay, but man, Jay and I were talking about it like right after it happened, and he had brought this up before in an earlier post. Because he had commented on some gun YouTube channel and was kind of getting, not dogpiled on or anything like that, but had a few people like, you know, getting agitated and saying that he was dumb and wrong and all that stuff. But anyway, he said, man, like, we should be here to kind of like back each other up and like, he didn't say it this way, but like lift each other up, you know, support each other, because we're a small group. Like when you think of people who own guns, I mean, there's a lot of people who own guns, and then you take the amount of people who pay attention to training, it becomes a much smaller niche, and we ain't got time to just be so cutthroat about it, you know, and so closed-minded about it. Thomas E. Davis, hello, sir. How you doing, man? Dale, found out Monday that I can make it to Alumni Weekend for the first time. Awesome. You're going to have a good time, dude. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. Everyone totally thought the app when you said grinder. I know. That's why I specified. Oh, there you go. Yep, there's your official Red 4 reviews. These people who live in the comments do not train. They play with gear and watch YouTube, Instagram all day. Listen, I'm not even saying that. Yeah, like there are people in the comments who I have no doubt have probably taken a bunch of classes, you know. But I don't think that they have taken very many mindset-based or fighting-based classes, and if they have, then I think that they're going to a different style of training. I think that they're training with the people who, because it always gets brought up. They're like, no tier 1 guy that I know does this, or you know, high-end grunt class, whatever, you know. So that's the type of stuff that they're diving into. Jump on in here, Tim. Everybody's waiting on you.
I lost my wallet.
It's in the big truck. Yep. I lightened it up for you a little bit.
Well, that's okay. You have to loan me a 20. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing?
They're doing well, Tim. I'm speaking for them.
Okay.
F them people, no training. Yeah, I just talked a little bit about that. You just might want to check the barrel lengths on the rentals, right?
Why? Check the barrel length on the rentals.
I don't know. Make sure they're not short, because then people might freak out about them online. That's what we're here for today, Tim. Talk about the weirdos on the internet.
Oh, okay.
Like these guys.
Okay. All right. Very good.
We're gonna wait on Jay, but I pulled some of the comments because I know you probably haven't seen them.
I've seen. Heather showed me briefly that they were just freaking out.
Yeah. So I pulled like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Because they kind of touched the highlights. So we'll work over those. Now it's a party. That's right. People think we pay you to show us how to shoot, so why take your shooty gun classes when they can take other shooty gun classes? Yep. Evening, gentlemen. What's up, John Krantz? Sam says we're doing worse now, Tim. Thanks for asking.
Well, build a bridge and get over it. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, Heather actually presented that video to me. Said we're getting a lot of hate responses, and I go, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing I found out years ago after James did his video, that the next day I went in thinking I might not even have a job.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was that bad.
Are you talking about pack the bags?
Yeah.
Pack your bags or whatever?
And Marilyn said we had 4 students call up and unsign up.
Oh, wow.
Cancel their class.
Uh-huh.
But then I realized that video, even a bad video, even something that the media went off on, was good publicity because we got 44 sign-ups that day.
Mm-hmm.
We had 4 unsigned and 44 signed up, and I go, I ain't believing this.
Yeah.
So, and to be fair to James, it was something everybody had on their mind. James just put it out there. Now.
Oh, damn.
Uh-oh. Shit.
Scoot on in, Tim. You're...
Oh,
middleman.
Man.
Come on, man. Don't act like you.
In the sandwich.
Damn.
Sorry, I got involved with a gun in there.
Yeah, I was telling him. I said when I walked in, I heard the grinder going. I said the tool, not the app, and a spray can. So I don't know what he's doing back there, but you can't have that.
I don't want it.
That's just water.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want some, I got
No,
more.
No. All right.
All right, who's on here? Just somebody cool, I hope.
Yep, all of them. All the cool people are here.
We're doing worse now. Whoa.
That's the first one he reads.
Tactics Kilgore. Where does one get the XS Hawaiian shirt? You can get it through their website. Just straight up order it, or take advantage of the sale they have going on right now. And if you buy $150 worth of stuff, then you get a free shirt. You good? You need a cup? You came unprepared, huh?
Yeah. Well, I was searching for something.
Yeah.
Don't walk in front of the camera.
Oh, come on, Tim.
Come on, we're all professionals here.
They're wanting to see this.
The pumpkin.
But I've been
Look
doing
at
some
him.
spots lately.
He said, dude, he did a squat the other day.
He posted up the pumpkin. All right.
That's what the people came here for.
Flies eating me alive.
And then finally, before we jump into the comments and stuff, we are running a sale on Fighting Rifle to celebrate everybody. Yeah, all that stuff. So it's 20% off. It's I believe it's Rifle24 is the coupon code. I'll confirm that.
But anyway, in case you guys are just tuning in, basically what happened was Jay put up a video of our standard reload. You know, what we do with every rifle. And the left, I say the left, the non-trained anyway.
The left.
Well, the
Rifle 2024.
the
Rifle 2024.
According to Heather.
the internet blew up with all kind of hate responses to that. Go, oh my God,
Imagine
what
that.
are you running the bolt for? What are you doing this for? Why didn't you do a mercy reload? All this stuff. And you guys know how we do reloads. If you think about it, I want you to put it in simplest terms. How can I get this rifle running efficiently as I can, the same way every time, where I don't have to think about putting those, think about the thought process. I want to reload this rifle. And you guys know, whether we're doing a proactive reload or a mercy reload, they're both the exact same, because I don't want to think about that. I want to get the gun reloaded. So anyway, we got a lot of hate video or hate responses, not videos, hate responses in the comments section from it. And basically, to me, I look at them and I already know where they're coming from. They're coming from untrained folks that have never run their rifle. They've never thought about running a rifle in a critical situation. And they think they can come up with all kind of manner of crazy ways to reload a rifle. And they think they can come up with that in the middle of a gunfight. And that just ain't going to happen. So train the way you're going to fight and practice the way you're going to fight, because one method to get it done, get the critical thing done, which is getting that gun reloaded as quickly as possible, whether you're doing it from a unloaded gun, the bolt lock, or you're doing it from a proactive reload where you have time to reload it. If you do it the same way every time, it's a win. So we got a lot of, like I said, a lot of comments from them, and I just view it as it is. Now we're going to do a follow-up video, as I understand Joey's mentioned it does.
Recorded it today. It's actually
Really?
on Liver TV.
Okay. Well, Joey's already done it. So, but I might do one myself, because I just think it's so asinine and stupid that these people think that there's a better way to reload a gun.
Well,
if there was
I'll
a
put it
better
this-
way, we'd have found it.
Yeah, I don't know if
I'm
it's
just
better, but there are more ways to do it, and that is filler, and that is range theatrics. And it needs to die a horrible, bloody, fiery death.
Yeah.
Fucking put the magazine in and charge it up. It's called a fucking charging handle for a reason.
Damn.
They would have named it something different. If they meant it to do something different, they would have named it some other thing.
Yeah.
Like extra piece that doesn't do anything.
Don't even look at it.
Yep,
Yeah.
stop. You looked at it one time too many. And I know sometimes people tell me, well, due to the recoil impulse, I can tell that the blah, blah, blah. I say, oh, nope. But I need you to full-blown stop that. And because the plate rack didn't jump down and run over there and punch you in the face 13 times. So you got to stop that. You got to stop that. And somebody will tell me, it's like, well, this kind of stuff has been, some of this kind of stuff has been used in combat over and over and over. I beg to differ. No, you double tap that rifle until that airstrike hit him, and that's all that happened. Just some dude, you started yelling on the radio, and you ran that thing empty, put it in, and the fags back at S4 made you keep the magazines. They made up the whole booby trap thing, just so they could make the numbers match at the end of the thing. Not that I'm disgruntled or anything, just saying.
Or you did it in combat in a way that screwed it up, and the only reason you're not dead is because your buddies covered for you while you fixed the screw
Well,
up.
like
you
the
had.
11 other Humvees with
Yeah.
the Mark 19s on
Yeah.
them, they took care of that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about one where you're by yourself, dude. Like, you're by yourself and you're in the room with the knucklehead you're shooting at. We're not fucking around with recoil impulse or none of that other stuff. That's all stupid. Heather said, what is recoil impulse? I don't know. It's something they made up. And they're like, well, I can feel the bolt lock open.
Yeah, I know when my
No.
gun is empty. Yeah,
No.
no, you won't. You'll
No.
just keep
Stop
pressing
it.
on the trigger
Stop,
until it
stop.
doesn't work.
Stop it. So we're not putting a satellite into orbit. We're reloading a fucking gun here.
Yep. No.
And guess
no
guess
rocket
what else it
surgery.
works on? Guess what else it works on? It works on any rifle.
All of them?
All of
Yeah.
them.
Only all of them.
Only all of them. Yeah.
It is
Because
made up.
I've had people say, well, and again, it's true. AK-47s don't lock back. Even if you got the special magazine in it, when you take the magazine out, it bolt goes home. You've got to run the bolt on an AK to make it work.
Yeah.
But even then, the rearward assist. Good answer. But the bolt holding open is the a particular type of reload is predicated on the bolt locking open, and that's a function of the follower in the magazine. So your $10 piece is going to be holding up your $1,000 thing, and you have built something around that. And again, you've just done it just to get you to lunch in your training business. And I've tried to think of a tactful way to get around it, because there's a lot of people that I respect in the business kind of still kind of hanging on to this, because we get it through the lineage that we come through. Military and police, that's typically where most of us pay our dues, and I appreciate that, you guys, for doing that. But at some point, you probably arrived at something where you say, man, I would never inflict this kind of crap on other, like all the stuff that I was made to do, I probably wouldn't do that to other people. And this is one of them. It's kind of silly, and you are insulting the intelligence of your students, and I think it needs to stop.
There's other instructors out there that I respect that are just, Clint Smith. Clint Smith says stay away from the charging handle as much as you can. I personally disagree with that.
I do too.
I think Clint Smith probably forgot more than I ever know, but in that one realm, I disagree with him wholeheartedly.
I'll put it like this. Like, if something cooked off right now, let's pretend that you guys didn't know the stuff that you knew, and something cooked off right now, and everyone had to start shooting a gun, and you picked it up. There's like a gun in the magazine there. Like quick, what do I do? How do I get you out the door shooting in the shortest amount of time? As in like a few seconds.
Put the thing in the thing and pull the
pull
thing
the
back.
thing
Let
and press
go.
Press the thing until it stops shooting, and then repeat that previous thing. Stop with this whole, and I get it. They're like, well, I've been doing this for a while, and I can tell when stuff, whatever. There's gonna, and if you've been doing this a while, you know damn well it doesn't do it every time. You got to stop kidding yourself. And this is as old as like the 9mm versus 45
Yeah.
debate, and
This is never going to end.
it's never going to end.
Yeah, but
It'll go dormant for a little while, and then it'll come back, and then I'm like,
show its ugly face.
who did what?
Show its ugly face.
Show it's I thought you were telling somebody to do that.
Dang.
It's silly, and it's like
What's this fly coming?
I know it's like a big juicy one flying around here.
It's followed you in.
It had like 3 eyes.
I catch it, I'm going to eat it.
If he catches you, he might eat. Sam Russell says, Jay, were you also an SOTG instructor in the Marine Corps? Yes, that is correct, sir. In a period called the 1990s, 90 to 94, when we used to hose clamp mag lights to the side of MP5s, and that was the real deal.
I remember some old school thing. I remember taking 2 blocks of wood, maybe that thick, and
Between
putting
the
them
magazines?
Between the magazines with electrical tape.
Yeah, yeah.
Not even duct tape.
No,
electrical.
we took the cardboard box that the ammo came out of and folded it up into a bunch of
Yeah.
stuff, and then, but as soon as the salt water hit it, it was gone. But
Well, we made the mistake of trying to get fancy, like, and I don't know if the Israelis still do it, but they used to take their submachine gun, the Uzi. They used to take the magazines and turn them upside down and tape them. But then when you got prone and you set it in the ground, the magazine went in the dirt.
yeah.
The bullets went in the dirt.
yeah,
And on an AR, it's more critical than you're talking about an Uzi open bolt weapon. It'll slam a 9mm, not so much with an AR. It'd cock them up.
right.
Sam Russell said, Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You're gonna read something?
I'm gonna have Shelton go ahead and do something for us real quick. Shelton,
Do it.
go ahead and pull up one of those screenshots I sent you, so we can kind of respond. Okay, it's behind the thingy thing. That's okay though. The dude says, and first let me say this, guys. I didn't blur out their handles or anything like that. Don't go harass these people. Like, just throwing out there. So this guy says, yeah, let's waste any ammo we have there, and for any ammo we have there, and for shits and giggles, the round in the chamber too. Know your weapon. If you can't trust it to have to lock open on empty, get a new weapon.
It's not going to do it.
Right.
Like, they're all not going to do it, bro. It's a gun.
The weapons don't do it. The magazines are the ones that lock it.
It's a gun, bro. You're kidding yourself. And this whole wasting the ammo thing, you don't mind doing a double tap. But this bothers you? Like that one you double tap into the hill, you don't know where that second one went. I know damn well you don't know where it went. You don't mind wasting that one, but you got some kind of problem doing this other thing. The thing that makes the gun start shooting again. Kind of another thing that kind of trips me out is the whole thing about we want to keep our firing grip on the thing so we can shoot in a response to that, whatever. A, you're assuming it's going to be a follow-on shooting. And then B, you ain't going to shoot nothing until the gun's reloaded anyway. So I don't know what your deal, and you haven't done this laying in a ditch, face up, in the rain, in the dark, blah, blah, blah. You didn't do any of this. So anyway, just consider, man, that it's not going to be under ideal condition. Probably not going to be. But yeah, don't go after these people, man, because they are our people. They everyone's salvageable. It's a big tent. I want everybody underneath it. And
yeah, there's a lot of stuff I didn't know when I started. You just have to learn it and have to be open-minded to learn it.
Oh, dude.
That's a big thing.
all you got to do is ask a question.
Yeah.
And and say, look, like, what is there a particular reason why I'm specifically like things like don't and never, that's or always.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if there's any hard rules in any of this stuff. There's probably some known quantities, but I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if that's the hill I'm ready to die on.
All right, what else, Joey?
All right.
Go ahead, hit the next one, Shelton, and then zoom in a little bit.
Yeah.
We got some comments
I damn sure
asking
can't
for
see
it.
it.
If you're able to.
There's only Shelton can see that.
So this guy, in the similar vein, why are we charging a hot gun while doing an admin reload?
There is no admin. Okay, let me see if I got this straight. You just emptied an AR rifle at some fool or a bunch of chicks with green hair and dicks, and you think
He's on one tonight.
You think there's something admin about that?
All right.
Is there something wrong with you? What do you mean with this hot? What does that mean? Charging out because it ain't hot yet. If I'm reloading it, it ain't hot. You got to explain what that means. I'm not gonna think.
Yeah, that's all right.
I just saw it. And I was like,
Next up, Shelton.
What do we got?
All right.
What does that even mean? They're just like, are you guys gonna keep making up phrases? Because I'm gonna hang around if you are.
I did block this guy's name because he at the very least watches the channel, right? But I included this one. This is more of a personal thing. He says Jaeger would never point an inert like that. He'd be detraining himself. How many times? Because I know it was a lot for me. How many times did you guys get yelled at for forgetting the red gun?
What are we? So
this is for your reload from when you were doing with the red gun, right?
I got you.
So this doesn't have anything to do with the reloads. I just wanted to point this out. I think it's funny that the dude commented that because James all the time was like, "That's why I fucking bought these,
right?
So you can face this way,
Yeah.
and so they can actually see what you're doing."
Yeah. No.
Well, that's why we use the red guns on the range too, because it's so easy to show a student. They can look at it up close, like fighting pistol, for example. When we're doing the malfunction drills, we don't intentionally point a gun at anybody, even the red one.
Right.
However, it's a safe way to train somebody type 1, 2, and 3 malfunction is
Mm-hmm.
when you get up close and see what you're doing to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. Otherwise, you're standing off the side of you. If you got a real gun pointed at a target, they can't get up close
Mm-hmm.
and see what's going on.
I'm not saying that anybody should like haphazardly and recklessly move the gun around in some kind of weird, stupid fashion. But like, I don't know if you've ever seen like any footage of like the beach on Iwo Jima. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Like, I want one of you dudes to yell at that thing and go, "Oh, he's muzzle sweeping that guy."
Yeah.
And I was
Muzzle
like, "Yeah,
sweeping
he's
everybody."
fucking trying to stay alive." And so look at that one guy; he's digging a hole. And so we gotta kind of keep this into context here.
Yeah.
Dude, again, I've said it before. Like I watch these like cop shootings and stuff like that. Dude, everybody's getting muzzle swept in that thing. Like I don't know what it is. Soon as it goes sideways, soon as it goes loud, somehow a cop gets behind the bad guy. Like he gets toward the direction. You guys are like magnets. You guys are bullet magnets, bro. and God bless you, man. So if you're putting on a badge and walking out the door tonight, man, be careful.
All right, Shelton, next up.
Yep.
And then we'll hit up some of those.
Oh shit!
Oh.
That one, that guy underneath there was being nice. So let's start with the top one. So I blurred that out. I didn't want any nice stuff. I didn't want to ruin the mojo. So Josh, this dude says, what the fuck? No. Terrible advice. Empty mags go into a drop pouch or mag pouch face up. Loaded mags face
You're
down.
not wearing that.
Good luck on a resupply. Loading your non-existent mags after the fight because you left your mags behind.
What the hell does that even mean? You're not wearing that. Like, you could be in your birthday suit when this thing goes down, bro. You ain't wearing any of that crap. And I know what you're about to tell me. It's like, when I was in whatever, I was wearing it. Great. In your problem that you're going to have to shoot, you ain't going to be wearing that stuff. You'd be lucky if you make it to a rifle.
Yeah, and damn lucky if you have an extra magazine, which is
You'd be lucky to have something to reload it with.
yeah.
So,
Guys, he was talking about reloading the gun. He wasn't talking about, he was talking about reloading the gun. That's it. And he had one mag to do it with.
good luck. Who's resupplying me?
Yeah,
Right.
no shit.
Yeah,
I'm never-
exactly.
Hell, even on the range, you got to beg for ammo. Hey, I'm out of ammo. Somebody throw me a mag.
But seriously, like who's am I going to the rear so that they can Negatron? None of that's ever happening, bro. Like, those days are gone.
Yeah.
Takes a little over 1 second to switch mags. I don't care how long it takes, and I don't even know why you're still there when you're doing it. And why would you be hanging on to an item that impedes your rifle from working? Why in God's name would you hold on to that? I want you to really think about that for a second.
Yep.
Because you're going to get yelled at? By who?
I think that's we talked a little bit about it, but a lot of these guys, I think they come from. And I talked a little bit at the
Yes.
start of the stream. They have this idea of like
Yes.
I'm going to have a team with me,
Right.
And there's going to be people waiting
Yes.
somewhere else for me. So
Yes.
after we're heroes and we save the day, we're going to walk back to where we were at, and I'm going to get some new magazines and all that stuff.
Yes.
But
Yes,
they're not,
yes.
They're not thinking like
Right.
This could
I
be-
get it. And we're all victims of our own experience. I got that. But we're in a different world now.
And then another one that's on the same thread that I got in the same image. When you drop your mag, your weapon should be up and down range. No need to pull it back to stay on target.
I'm not attempting to stay on target if that's what the statement is.
That's what he's saying.
I'm trying to thread a needle in the dark. That's what I'm trying to thread a needle in the dark while my ass is moving.
So let's just ask the question then. How many of you guys have trained and practiced reloading your AR in the dark or an AK in the dark? Very few people have ever done that.
Right.
Because number one, they haven't had to, but they should, because again, more crime happens in the dark. But most people have never done that. I mean, they go to a range and they stand in a little booth and they reload their gun administratively, and they got good visions and nobody's rushing them, and it's not a critical situation. And I can reload my gun like the guy on top. I can do it with 1 second. Bullshit. At night, you ain't doing it with 1 second. Okay, not gonna happen.
Yeah. No, it's kind of and again, we've been conditioned to start thinking about these things and seeing these, and it's sort of a waste of time. Like that needs to go away, bro. Like dudes you're going to be fighting, they're going to be inside of about 25 yards at the most.
Right.
And they can physically affect, like, you're going to have to fight a dude just to earn your reload.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like, they're going to try to take that gun from you.
Yeah.
So we got to lose that whole idea that it's going to be Al-Qaeda hiding in the hills from, and I can casually, like, call in this airstrike. That's
That's
not our problem anymore.
Right. Even before on a reload, you're probably going to be on the move doing a reload. I probably am. I'm not standing there.
You should be, even if you're wearing plates.
Right. Even our advanced class, rifle class or pistol, either one. As an instructor, when you're doing a reload after a thing, I'm going to stop you from doing it. I'm going to do my best to stop you from getting that gun reloaded because I know what happens when it gets reloaded. You get shot more. Okay.
Dude, I'll tell you guys a story and you might find it funny. So we were in Texas one year and it was the three dudes, like, you might remember this. It was like they were all clones. Like they all had the dump pouch and they all had the same thing and whatever. And they were just adamant about, like, not dropping their magazines. And it's like, well, I'm trying to keep them out of the mud or whatever like that. So a dude in the middle ran out of bullets. And I was like, what's up with your homie, man? He might have some. So, like, he's, like, reaching back there, like, going in that dude's dump house, throws it in the mud, throws it in the mud, throws it in the mud. Goes to the other guy, and he's, like, throws him in the mud. And then he yells at him. He goes, these are all empty. And he goes, and the guy's like, I know. And he's like, why the fuck are they in here? And he's like, I didn't want them to end up in the mud.
All around
And the
mud,
dude threw them in there.
Yeah. So John Kranz is responding to your guys' talking about doing in the dark. He says, I'll have my nods on when I reload.
Oh, that's even better.
If I have nods on, I'd probably just close my eyes to finish that reload. Like those nods are going to mess me up.
Dude, Kranz might have one of them pits with, like, the senator's daughter down in there, too. Like, it's possible.
It uses a soap or it gets the hose.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, so that's a little bit of what we had going on. There was a question up there. Someone asked something about cruiser ready or something like that. So
Cruiser ready.
It's went
reference
past.
to a
So
rifle or-
yeah. What's your
Cruiser ready on a rifle? Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah.
If I've got a rifle in a vehicle, if my hands aren't on it, I got a vehicle. Like a lot of times, I'm on a road trip. I've got a case with a rifle behind the seat that I can get access to. It's fully loaded, safety catch on. The only time you'd hear me say anything about cruiser ready would be a shotgun in a vehicle.
Sometimes, like, if you have like a hate sack or something like that, where there's something in there that might go into the trigger and affect. Because I've taken one out and the safety be off before. The bigger the safety, the
More chance.
the more chances of, like, AK, like that thing. Probably. But anyway, so you might want to do it there. But
if it's in a bag by itself with nothing else in it that can trip it, then I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah. Dylan Mansell, I've heard of guys in Ukraine retaining empties due to resupply issues, but I don't care how they do it there. Okay, yeah, I got that, but like, that's a different application, bro. Like, we ain't in that.
Well, not only that, I've watched the videos too. The first thing they do is reload their rifle. They'll worry about getting that empty magazine if they can.
That's something
But
later.
The first thing they're doing is getting that rifle reloaded.
And if you're actually winning, when you take over that other trench, there's a bunch of them laying there already.
Oh my God! Yeah.
If you're actually winning, as we're told.
And if you won the position, you can go back and pick them up later. For Christ's sake,
Dude,
who cares?
It's a time thing. Like when is it applicable to do that? Like right now but again, in the past, one of them got yelled at for doing that at a match or in the military or whatever. You can keep pretending that it didn't happen, but it did, and that scarred them. And I was like, that dude that yelled at you for that at that match, he ain't gonna be at your gunfight. And even if he is, he ain't carrying a gun, and he probably sucks. So it's just gonna be you, dog. Like it's just gonna be you, man. Gotta. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's it. Just carry a duffel bag and pick up the free. Dude, Dylan's on the roll, bro. Look at him. Yeah. Win the gunfight first, and then do other stuff second. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, man.
It's like dump pouches. You know, all of us have dump pouches. I mean, we were always issued them and all that kind of stuff. I've got a dump pouch. You know, I've never unwrapped it because everything I've ever put in a dump pouch ends up on the ground anyway.
Yeah, because it does what its name
That's
implies.
what
right?
it does. Yeah, dump shit.
Like a dip can, or
Yeah.
some put a dip can or a tall boy in there.
Yeah, something useful.
One of them chiladas
Yeah.
for lunch. Huh, no.
One of them super burritos.
Oh crap.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
No, it's funny, man, because some of the same people that will say stuff like, win the gunfight first and do that other thing. They won't put on a tourniquet midstream, but they'll want that empty piece of plastic. And I don't still not understanding the whole thing. And anyway, it's just I'm not saying that. I'm saying that because I want us all to prevail, and I don't want you to focus on irrelevant things, please. So anyway, and I know you're probably calling me crazy, and you say you're already focused on irrelevant things, but I don't care how fast you reload the gun. I don't even care. But A, you got to have something to reload it with. B, you got to earn the reload. Okay, people are going to try to impede it. If you don't think that's true, look at Rittenhouse. 40 or 50 pedophiles try to yank that gun out of that dude's hand. This is the thing you're looking at. So anyway.
Or trying to do a reload, getting hit outside the head with a skateboard.
Hey. Yeah.
Thank God he didn't have to do one in the middle of that, did he? No, he didn't have to do one in the middle.
He didn't have to, but
It was getting close.
But what he doesn't know is that he ran the charging handle prior to shooting Grosskreutz in the bicep. He would have had to, because scrote bag number 2, scrote 2, was covering up the ejection port. So when he pressed off that round into that kid's chest,
He's got a stovepipe or a double feed.
he's at the very least, he has an empty casing on the face of that bolt, and that gun is out of battery now. So prior to shooting that guy, he ran that charging handle, and he doesn't even know that he did it. So he would have had to. There's only one way he would have got that gun to shoot for the third event. Is retention shooting with a rifle thing? It is. It is forward and it is backwards. Yes, sir, it is. Read 4 reviews. It's not really what you're doing, but more how you look doing it. All right, cool. Dude, there might be a chick in class. She might be hot. You might have to do. You might have to do some things. I get it.
Tacticus Kilgore says a dump pouch is necessary when you have a hammerhead and you're not in the vicinity of a chili house. That's what you're teaching these students, Tim.
No.
You're teaching them how to say those things.
No one ever heard of that until... So what I keep telling Tim about the hammerhead is avoidance, deterrence, and
Wow.
whatever went in topside to create a hammerhead, we need to stop that.
David Forbes, you get off. You need to go build a car, do something constructive.
Damn.
Shit. Tim is our elder. He's supposed to be supervising us.
I know, right?
Oh, no. Not happening. It's like herding cats.
Damn.
No, it's good. No, man, I hope I don't come off sounding like everyone, all you guys are stupid and I'm the smartest guy in the world. I just want us to, it's us, and I want us to do well. And I include you in that. So need everybody to try to get a different frame of reference on this deal.
Damn it.
And,
You gonna make it, Tim?
I don't know, man. I'm
You all right,
getting
buddy?
old. I'm sleepy.
Old and sleepy.
I had a nap today, too. When you went topside.
Whatever went in topside came from Black Bear Diner. That's when you got your hammerhead, I'm guessing. When we went to the Black Bear Diner.
I don't even know where the Black Bear
where?
Diner
Yeah,
is.
where is that?
Dude.
At Tacticus, where is that?
Out there in Arizona.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Chili House is a term I've owned since meeting Tim. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Listen,
David
I'm
Forbes.
just going to say this. I never come up with none of this stuff, guys. I'm not that smart. I just, through going through life,
Yeah. A lot of
you know,
experience.
military. What does the Marines call the bathroom? They call it the head.
Mhm.
Military, Army called it the latrine.
Or the Chili
French.
House.
Yeah. But then all military, all soldiers and Marines give things different names just because that's what they do.
I didn't get
Yeah.
Chili House from the Marine Corps. I got it on a construction site.
See? But it came before me.
That's what they called it.
Yeah.
The Chili House.
Right?
So you construction guys, you guys are weird too. And I dig it.
Yeah.
Hey, I saw this thing today where it was they were talking about like how that Mexicans are like hardworking people, and they said there are pyramids in Mexico. No one ever asked who built them. It's like we know who built them, and they didn't come in here on a flying saucer. And I'm like, hell yeah.
Oh, damn.
I would prefer to take information from someone who is experienced. I don't want a pilot that learned from flying paper. Okay, good point. Good point.
One of the comments in there was did say like I wonder what this guy's talking about your reload video. I wonder what this guy's experience is or background is. He followed it up with something else, and Sam Russell was like, "Don't you worry about it."
Dude, it wouldn't matter. I could give you the whole list, and you're like, yeah, that's not enough.
Yeah. It wouldn't matter if you were Delta to that guy.
Yeah.
Because he's already made up his mind. That's
It
not
wouldn't
what
matter. If I was, I wouldn't tell him. You notice how like all those dudes that do that, they don't tell anybody. You ever
right.
notice that? Like you got to drag that out of them, and that's only after they've known you for about a year. And again, I don't know what the previous thing like. I don't know what magic places I need to tell you, like the Fighting 547th Lunchbox Battalion or whatever the fuck. But
Lunchbox Battalion. Hey,
at
least they got the groceries.
and I don't know what it would do to satisfy you
What
to
does that
say,
mean, message retracted?
oh,
They changed their mind. And
Oh,
change your mind.
took it away.
Yeah, so I don't know what the magic thing is. I'll say this. I know that my mom said I was tier 1.
yes.
There you go.
There you go. That's good enough.
I had a note from my mom saying I was tier 1.
Yes.
The funny thing about like the wondering about backgrounds and stuff like that is they, like Jay said, they never care about your experience at the end of the day. Like if Jay had seen that comment and told the dude like he just said everything that he had done, it wouldn't have mattered to the guy.
Right.
But then they'll turn around and be like, well, I was in the military for 25 years, or I've taken these amounts of classes,
Sure.
and then no one's ever done it. So it's a weird
Right.
double standard.
Yeah,
you know?
and if he tells me, he says, I did this for X number of years, or I did these things, I was like, that's awesome, that's great, I'm glad you did all that. I hate that information was kept from you, and now I'm trying to provide it to you,
Right.
and you seem to be resisting it.
Yeah.
And that's cool if you want to do that.
I love that one. Dylan Mansell served in the Beaver Scouts in the Poontang Valley.
Who said that? Oh, Dylan.
I want to be in that outfit. Yes.
Do special forces ride the short bus? I don't know. Like, how many people were in the crew? Nah, they probably get a big one. Like, they probably get the whole thing to themselves.
Ugh.
They'll figure it out after they need to know. Maybe. Weapons junkie. What I learned from y'all is the way. Well, it is.
It is a way.
It is a way. I'll give you that, bro. And I've kind of stole big chunks off of everybody I could different ways, all the ways that I could. I can't take credit for all of that. They especially wouldn't care if you were showing them something that reinforced their crappy misconceptions. Good point, Joey Sandcouse. Yeah, and it's just it's a confirmation bias. They just keep kicking the can down the road, and I'm just not. I don't know if I'm ready to do that.
And by the way, David Forbes, when you come to an alumni weekend, if the answer is yes, bring your trailer. I'm going to sell you a '87 Blazer you can take home with you.
What?
Yeah, because he can build engines. He can put some badass in that thing. Mm-hmm. Just saying.
Who's doing that?
David Forbes.
Okay. Hey, tattooed fucker Tim, what are your thoughts on a breacher barrel on a home defense shotgun? What's a breacher barrel?
It's a shorter barrel.
Oh, shorter barrel.
Or I don't know if he's talking about. It could be a shorter barrel. It could have an adapter on the end of it that makes standoffish for breaching. So you remember the ones that had the front end on it had spikes that you could stick in the wood. I don't care. Short barrel's fine. If you've got a stabby end on the end of it, it's fine too. It doesn't matter. Just learn to use it well. Learn to keep it loaded, and take some classes with it.
Our old breaching shotguns with the Mossbergs with the bayonet lug.
Yeah.
And so they cut the tip off for the standoff.
Cut the tip off the barrel?
No, off the bayonet.
I don't understand.
Because otherwise the dude would run up to the thing and like stab it into the door and be stuck on it.
Oh.
and we're like, all right, we got to cut it.
They cut the tip of the bayonet off?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the standoff device.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
that's funny.
Because, the Marine Corps is kind of frugal. They don't like to spend a bunch of money. If they don't have to spend, they won't do it.
No, he said the spiky one. Yeah, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
They have them on some shotguns. All it is a standoff device like Jay's talking about, where you don't stick the barrel flat in. You've got some space between the barrel and the wood you're breaching. Yeah, that's fine.
So, quick question. Would you be breaching on the way out as a means to get out? Is that the plan? Just curious what your plan is, or are you like heading over to the ex-wife's house that we don't know about?
Wow. Kilgore, I didn't make the J.C. Higgins, but I do own one.
It's a good shotgun too, man.
It's too bad Tim gave you the messed up one. Didn't
Wow,
give you his
here we
that
go.
was working
I know.
fine.
Here we go.
I hope he doesn't do that to me on the 1897 that I'm about to get.
I already told you to leave the 1897 alone.
That's okay. You can give it to me. It won't be your problem anymore.
No, I've got a Model 12 in there. I'll give you.
Hey,
Doesn't work.
what? Why doesn't it work?
It's got a broken firing pin, I believe.
Oh, dude,
it's got to be sent to a.
I'll just get a nail and throw it in there.
No, what you should do is get that one.
like
and the
that other
you
one.
Got the J.C. Higgins. Send it to your gunsmith. You got a personal gunsmith, and you keep complaining about this shit. Send it to him.
I'm not complaining,
Wow.
but I'll do that.
Yeah.
But if I have to, I'll put a nail in there. Send it off to Mossberg, and they're like, "What's the problem?" It's like, "Oh, they said it had a nail in it."
They did. They sent him a letter. Said, "Do you realize this thing had a nail in it?"
Yeah.
And the other guy.
And it's filthy.
Yeah.
They yelled at me because it was dirty.
I know. I got one of those.
Didn't you
letters,
get
too.
yelled
yeah,
at for being-
I got one from James said, frame it. Got one from SIG when I sent the 320 in that had the drop safety issue. It really did. Ask me how I know. And at any rate, when I got it back, the guy said in the letter, the technician that worked on it said, "You shouldn't even own a gun. This is the filthiest gun I've ever seen." Hell, he said,
Wow.
there was even rust on it.
Yeah.
So what I said, if I kept carrying the 320 about every 6 months, I'd get it dirty like that again and send it back for something and let them do a detail clean, because it's the cleanest gun I'd ever seen if they got it back.
Dude, I just tell them it's called a shooting course, not a cleaning course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A livery seeker, after taking fighting pistol earlier this year, I don't look down when holstering now. In the real world, it makes sense to keep your head up.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, we think
Man, dude, if you can, you should. There's so many other more important things you should be looking at, and the holster's not one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people tell me, well, if there's an obstruction in there, I can't get the pistol in there. I say, well, maybe we shouldn't put it in there then. Maybe we should just keep it out until the police tell us to drop it on the ground.
Yeah.
Hayden says, Tim, you should tell Abby to take off work so we can come down there soon. Man, that's your problem.
Don't-
I'll invite her. I'll invite both of you. But
Oh, he's saying that like you have to tell her, otherwise
I
she's not gonna-
can't tell her nothing.
Yeah.
Like you got to. Well, you should though.
Just
You could.
that was your chance to ask for her number, Tim.
Oh, I can't afford it.
Yep. Oh yeah, all guns are always loaded.
No, damn.
He went there. Dylan Mansell, we live in a world where you shouldn't look down at your phone or radio while driving, but you should totally always check those. I wear
That's
on my
funny.
hip at the 4 o'clock. I can't see in there anyway.
Right?
I don't know what anybody thinks I'm looking at, and I've never seen anybody during Force on Force with a fogged up mask look at that damn thing. And if you ask them if they could see in there, they can't see anything. They don't even want to put the gun away, and God bless them, I wouldn't either. like if I had to take it out, I'm damn sure not putting it up. I can't drop my gun; it might scratch. It might.
All right. Joey says, I'm looking for a new ambidextrous charging handle for my AR. Do I need to get all out price-wise for it, or budget metal one sufficient?
Budget metal ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides, you're not even supposed to be touching that thing. I don't know what you're
Did you not see those comments
Yeah.
earlier?
All the experts tell me you shouldn't even be. Like, I don't even know why it's on the gun.
That's funny. Dylan, do I need to look to take it out?
Nope.
Right?
I wasn't looking at it when it came out.
Yeah.
Hell, I wasn't even looking at the sights. You
Damn.
expect me to see the holster?
Speaking of the
See?
not not looking at it, some dude I posted that short today, kind of responding to the whole thumb, using your thumb and this and that, not looking at the holster, so on and so forth. And one of the dudes who said like, well, if I don't feel like it's safe enough to put my gun away without looking at my holster, then I'm just not going to put my gun away. I said, hey, that's a
I'll probably do that.
sentiment I can get behind.
He said, but the range safety guy was like, fuck that dude.
Yeah.
If you're in the 7-Eleven, you're going to get a free Slurpee if you keep it out.
Yeah, yo, dig it. I am the range safety guy. I'm telling you not to put it up. I'm the dude telling you not to do it.
Yep.
And if it takes us an hour for you to get that gun in the holster, well, that takes us to lunch now, doesn't it?
So, Joey, up there's some responses for charging handle. Grant gave you one, and Dylan gave you one. So look at those. I'm sure that I'm sure they'll probably be good to go.
He says, Joey said, I forgot about the comments.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this is one of the main reasons we're here. How could you forget?
Yeah.
Radians are pretty good. Bro, I'm coming to. Are you coming to alumni? Because I got one. You can have it.
There you go.
Oh damn! That he was talking about trying to make it to alumni, so now
Now you gotta
he's
come,
just got to.
dude. If you make it here, I'll give you one. I got one. I'll swap you a stock one for that. All day long. Dylan Mansell. People only want to put one brand of tools in their shoe. Okay, I get it. I mean,
That's
Like-
that closed-mindedness stuff.
well,
that we were
I mean,
talking about.
but to be fair, like I get it in terms of like, you know, like you want a DeWalt so you can use all the batteries, you know, like this one goes in the drill, this one goes in the saw, blah blah blah. I got all that, and that's what I consider like, put the thing in the thing and pull the thing.
Yeah.
That's the category that falls into.
Well, that's what we're doing. We're like we're teaching some weird not makeshift, but universal battery that goes with all these tools, you know? Like,
Yep.
hey, just do it this way and it works every time.
As universal as you can make it. For any of you guys that have ever had to like teach people that are not gun people, or you teach people that are not gun people in another country and they can't speak English, this is an issue. So, like, you gotta. I'm not gonna say dumb it down, but you gotta trim the fat. You gotta like get right to it, and because they ain't gonna remember stuff that you told them. Like once you guys go loud and you start shooting and everybody gets separated and everybody runs for their life, that dude ain't like you ain't gonna be with all those people to coach them through their reload again. So with that in mind, like how are you gonna approach that? So you just get ahead of that like right now. And that's your family, by the way, if you're not sure who I'm talking about. I might have a wonky power tools, but yeah, okay, granted, got that. Whatever looks good on the gram, Adam Hall, hell yeah.
Yeah.
What's the gram?
Instagram.
He's a pretty smart cat,
Yeah.
Adam Hall.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, he had Heather cracking up, responding to one of the comments. Like someone said something, and he said, "This coming from the dude who puts a chamber flag in his Nerf guns or something like that."
No!
Oh man.
Shut up!
Oh,
he did
man.
not. I want to scare the kids.
I know. Shit.
The kid don't like the kid's probably pointing one at him when he walked in.
That's embarrassing. God Almighty. A chamber flag and a Nerf
Holy
gun.
crap.
That's some bad shit right there.
I was like, you know what the bad guys never do before they walk into a room full of people and shoot the place up? They never have a safety brief. They never do.
Nope.
Still haven't found a Taliban or Al Qaeda with a chamber flag in. Hasn't happened yet.
Nope.
Nope. Damn. A handgun lock on a Nerf gun.
Damn.
Very cool. All right, well, it's just about that time.
What are we doing?
Yeah, you guys got something? Do the man? I can never remember. Why do I always forget?
Hey,
it?
so everybody's coming to alumni patrolling the homestead. Y'all need to hit that up, and need to get some more folks in there. Please.
Yep.
It's a non-shooting event, unless you just want it to be one, but typically it's not. And we're gonna have some really smart people passing out good information there.
The patrolling the homestead. Where can they find information for that on on your socials or?
That's going to be combat art training. It's going to be your boy Andrew Smircek, Smiak.
Smiak.
There you go.
Yeah, Charles. Yeah, everybody happy 4th of July. Enjoy your holiday. Remember, this country's the best country in the world by far, forever. Trying to keep it that way.
True.
Yep.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every day that you wake up and you see the sun come up here, you're in a good spot.
Yeah. You remember the old saying? American by birth, Southern by the grace of God.
Damn.
I feel sorry for some of you folks like Brian Zayers that were born up in Yankee land and ain't got enough sense to get out. Just saying.
Well, maybe
Just
soon. Maybe soon.
I know.
He's gonna retire soon.
Yeah, he's just doing it for the almighty buck, giving them old folks on the Parkway tickets. Hope he feels good about himself to earn $1.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we have old folks here too.
I know, but we don't give them tickets.
You can if you want to.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up, guys. Thanks, as always, for tuning in. Happy 4th and all that good stuff. We'll see you guys next week. Remember, this is the way.
Wow, nailed it. Look at that.
Perfect. Right on time.